2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back. Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
And he finds himself in a tie for third. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second. Pretty good shot there.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Lovely effort, that. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. This putt was about 8 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
right by the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 1 under for the tournament. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. This third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Oh my, how about that for a par? And that'll promote a good move up the standings. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
This putt will move them to 3 under par.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Go in. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Why not take another look at that effort?
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And now at 3 under overall. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
That's a pretty handy shot. That was special. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, almost went in. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
Good stroke. Okay, steady now. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. He finds himself in a share of the lead. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
A nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Getting ready to play their third. He shares top spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Lovely touch. Well played.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Get in. Oh, that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players 1 started out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
Going with the pitching wedge here. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Going with the 6-iron here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh, that one just missed the hole.
And a par is all but guaranteed after that fantastic bunker shot.
And there it is. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. If that's the right pace, this should drop. That's frustrating. That's disappointing. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The par 5 ninth is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Great shot. Second shot here on the 9th. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 2. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Oh, you know you want to.
And back to the play, shall we? Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Oh, just missed. And this one is for his par. Ooh, nice line. Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
No, they tried to fade that one in there, but got a little steep on it.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Was on a good line. This next putt is for bogey. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
They're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Going with a 4-iron here.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, I like the look of this. How good would that have been if it had dropped? And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Attaboy, good shot. Getting ready to play their third. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Par putt coming up here. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. This shot is about 140 yards out. Currently leading by 2. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Not bad. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt. Ouch, that hurts. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
It's a well-played chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We stride across the 15th reach and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. He leads the field by a stroke. Going with the 5-wood.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt. This one's online. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for a par.
Oh, so close. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Good shot there, Beamer. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, what a great stroke. Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 7 under. And it's time to recap that play.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
This one's left of the green.
Wow, what happened there?
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. This is a par putt. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Here's Xander Schauffele. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Great touch.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Now the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there too.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. And here we are with the third shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back 9, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Koyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.